Test, test, test.
All right, we are at Fargo. It is Friday. I don't even know what date it is.
16th.
The 16th. It's the CCHA Stormhawks versus the Fargo Angels of Fargo. CCHA in the dark, Fargo in gray/white. Size-wise, I would say the Fargo team looks quite a bit bigger. So we start out, we got mesh in front of us too, a netting that's kind of annoying to watch through. Nutter in the corner, he's going to hit it up to Clava. Clava plays it along the boards. The Angels try to get it out, they go far side, it's going to be picked up by Avon. Avon turns towards the boards, gives it right to Fargo, and they're going to be offsides. It'll be a face-off outside the zone. Webstead in net in his white pads for the Stormhawks. Outside the zone, Rotunda Vance, along with Dreyer and Thorpe at the point. Pushed in on Webstead, he plays it with the stick to the side. Dreyer tries to hit Thorpe, takes a weird bounce, but Thorpe's able to gain control. Going to try and hit Van. Just misses his, but Van's going to race for it. Comes through, and the net's going to be placed off. Good effort. I think they caught them a little off guard by the burst of speed there. There'll be a face-off inside the zone. 13:56, 15-minute periods. The arena's not extremely warm or cold, so that's good. The weather outside sucks. Face off, Rotunda gets it. Van has it, he's going to keep it at the blue line, try to get it down low. Pops out to the neutral zone where Dreyer plays it across to Thorpe. Thorpe dumps it into the corner. The Angels play it behind the net. Lots of room behind the net. Out to the point. Thorpe takes shot right on. Kick saved into the corner. Angels come up. They come in on Thorpe. Shot right at Webstead right there. Rebound just went wide. And Webstead's going to get it off the back boards and cover it up and get a face-off inside the zone. On quick glance, I thought that was a rebound goal in easily. 13:22, score still 0-0. Nickel at center. Lindell and Tabrake at the point. Tabrake's going to get it. He gets played off behind the boards. It's going to be picked up by Lindell. Off the boards it goes to Nichols. Nichols got Brandt. He's going down. Nichols goes wide. Going to center it to Brandt. Brandt can't get quite enough on it. Heinz is there. Heinz plays it down low, back to the point. Tabrake can't quite hold it. It's going to come all the way down into the Stormhawks end. Picked up by Tabrake. Heinz plays it along the boards. It's going to be chipped up into the neutral zone. Played along the boards. Over to Lindell. Lindell's going to go to Brandt. Oh, a little bit behind. Can't quite get it. He's got to go after that. Played out in the slot. It's loose right there. And Webstead's going to jump at it, glove it, and get a face-off inside the zone. 12:17 remaining in the first, 0-0. Face off to the glove side of Webstead. Face off. Kicked deep to the Stormhawks. It's going to be pushed down and it's going to be icing as Nutter's going to not have enough speed to get that one on the chip by the defense. Face off to the blocker side of Webstead, number 9 for the Angels. Zeltinger gets it, rings it around Nutter. Nutter's going to fling it up to McNabb. McNabb's got Clava in the center. gets it around to him. Oh, good stick by the defense of the Angels. This Slava would have been right in. Zeltinger pushes it down. They change directions around the net. They're going to skate right up the middle. Chipped away by McNabb. Goalie comes out and plays it. And it's pushed out into the Stormhawk zone. Zeltinger's going to play it. Up to McNabb. McNabb can't quite handle it for the pass off. Played along the boards. Zeltinger behind the net. Changes directions. Center needs to help him out a little bit. Shot on Webstead right out in front. He's going to glove it. So we've done a few things good and a few things not so good to start. 11:07. Face off inside the zone. Rotunda on the draw. No one has control. Finally comes to the Stormhawks. Thorpe's going to ring it. Going to be chipped by Blake Van. Can't make it out of the zone, but picked up by Rotunda. Goes behind the net, gets it to the defense. He gets banged up a little bit, but is pushed out. And it's another icing. So both teams feeling each other out here a little bit. No one's really had 100% control. Face off again to the blocker side of Webstead. Face off controlled by the Angels. Shot right on. Webstead made the stop and hit it to the corner. Down low, the Angels have it. He's looking, centers right out front. Right there, he didn't get it all of that, or that would have been a point-blank shot. Thorpe is there. He's going to pinch around the board. The Angels come out right to the slot. Finally, it's pushed to the side. Blake Van's going to get up to Olin Van. Olin Van's got the speed. Wrestling in the corner. He still hasn't given up yet. Puck behind the net. Angels come out. Reverse direction. Rotunda's there to cause some commotion. Puck's going to come out. Will not be icing. It's going to be picked up by Dreyer. Swung around, and it's going to be offsides. Oh, they totally missed that one. They go. Brandt's going to get it. Push it along the boards. Can't get it out of the zone. Angels come through. Dreyer has it. Going to get it up to Van. Van tries to stick out. He still has control. Takes a shot. Right on. Rebound right there. Brandt misses the rebound. Nichols takes one high above. Brandt has it behind the net. He tries to get it to the point. That's blocked by Fargo. Kept in. And finally popped out at the blue line. It's going to be picked up by Chabrake. Chabrake's going to dump it in deep. Behind the net it goes. Brandt chases. They hit their wing, or try to, and it's going to be kept in by Abbott and played down low. Nicholas there. Comes out to the point, still kept in. Brandt's going to chase. He reverses direction behind the net. The break goes way down low to pinch. The Angels can't get it out of the zone, but finally the puck is still controlled by the Angels, and he pushes it far side out. It's off the boards into the Stormhawk zone. The Angels go for a quick switch. Nickel has it. He's going to try to get it to Heinz. It's going to come right on the goal off a chip. And the goaltender is going to cover it up at 8:22. Shots on goal does not look like it's being tracked on the scoreboard. We'll see if we can get that information later. Clave on the draw. It's to the blocker side of the goaltender. Right-handed goalie comes out of the slot. McNabb has it, gets caught. He gets it back, unable to get a shot. He gets hooked. They let it go. Played into the neutral zone. Angels are still there, and it's going to be offsides, and they're actually going to get that one at 8:02. Outside the zone by the Bob 95 FM, New Country. Clave on the draw, wins the draw, takes it himself, still has it, able to chip it into the corner. He's going to be the first one there. Angels go behind the net. They reverse directions. Nutter's there. And still kept in. Swung around, push, but controlled by the defense. They go far side to the wing. Adams there to drive him off the puck. Thorpe gets taken down, or is that Thorpe? That's Zeltinger who gets taken down. Avon has it, banks it off the boards. Stormhawks are getting caught a little too close to each other in the feet. And it's dumped down into the Stormhawks Angel zone. Stormhawks thought it was going to be icing. They kind of gave up there. Thorpe makes a good drive to intercept. Dreyer gets it. He can't get it out of the zone. It's dumped down behind Webstead all the way into the corner along the boards. Dreyer has it. He's going to go far side. Tried to hit Nutter. Can't get it. Nice contact there. Shot on Webstead right there. Oh, it's pushed wide. He had an open net, but he pushed it wide. Angels still have control. Finally, a little bit of body contact is coming. We keep trying to go up the middle, and we're kind of unsuccessful here. Shot. Webstead, blocker to the corner. Thorpe's going to get it. He tries to get it out. Can't get it out. Angels are doing more of the contact than the Stormhawks at this point. Shot. Doesn't make it to the net. Defense is there. McNabb has it. He's going to fling it out, at least out to the neutral zone. And they're going to be offsides at 6:02. Center ice face-off. Rotunda at center. Draw is controlled by the Angels. They go D to D. They try to hit the wing on the far side. To breaks there to at least bump him off. Good job by him. They at least lost control of the puck. In the corner it goes. Gets shot out front off the side of the net. Angels still have control. They're going to lose the zone. And it's going to be offsides at 5:36.
Go Black.
Black's got to pick up the pace here, be a little bit more sound. Looking a little sloppy right now. Face off, controlled by the Angels. They skate right in. Shot on Webstead. Shot from just inside the blue line, right on Webstead. And he got that right off the face-off. Rotunda on the draw, wins the draw. Banks it off the skate of the official. Wrapped around, Rotunda's going to pick it up. And is able to dump it in behind the goal. The break is there, he dumps it back. No one's there to cover for him, so the Angels have a 2-on-1 on Lindell. Lindell is able to get a sweeping piece of it, but the Angels still control, get it back to the point. Over to the other point. They got traffic in front. He was able to put it upper corner. Winstead didn't even see it. He went short side corner, and that pushed the Angels up 1-0 at 5:01. Lots of traffic in front of him. So that puts Zeltinger. Zeltinger's going to get it. Tries to get it to him. Nickel is there and is dumped in behind Webstead.
Fargo Angels goal scored by number 25, Eminent.
Played in the corner. The Angels are going to come out of there. Pushed off the side of the boards. Over to Hines. Tip it up. Oh, he tried to get it through. Play it along the board. Nickel has it. Brant's gonna chip it off the boards. Try to go around. Picked up some feet. Nickel still has it. Left in by Thorpe. A shot right on. Rebound right to the side. Again, back to the point. Shot. And the goaltender is able to freeze it up. And they'll get a face-off inside the zone at 4 minutes. 1-0 in favor of the Fargo Angels over the Stormhawks from Saskatchewan. Face-off is controlled. McNabb has, and the Angels come out. They're kind of alone and decides to dump along the boards. About belt high. No penalties called in the game so far. Clave on the draw. Draws. Get out on the near. They come down, shot. They come down, shot on Webstead. Rebound right out front. And then Webstead, rebound right out front. And they're able to put it in. I don't know what the miscommunication there, but definitely something. The draw. Van tries to drive it through. Behind the net it goes. Tries to skate it up the middle, unsuccessful. Going to be held in at the point. And behind the net it goes. Tries to skate it up the middle, unsuccessful. Going to be held in at the point. And into the bench it goes.
Fargo Angels goal scored by number 4, Ethan DeFiore. Assistant 13, Jack Polanski.
Face off inside the zone to the glove side of the goaltender of the Angels. Face off back to the point. Brink gets it. He just knocks it to the corner. Didn't have a clean view of the goaltenders. One of the Vans was taken down. Didn't look like he lost an edge. Pushed it out to the wing. Pushed it at the point. Held in by Olin Van. There's Blake Van. Olin Van. He plays it on low. Rotunda's there. Rotunda's going to come right out in front. Shot right there. Rebound is put in by, is that Tabrik? Put in by Tabrik, and I believe that might be his first goal of the year. So Rotunda caused that. He was able to come straight out, gave the shot, rebounds there, and the rebound sit right out in front. Tabrik sprinted in from the point. He's able to chip it in and put it in the net. And that gives the Stormhawks a little bit of life here at 1:51. Face off, controlled, gained by Brant. Brant's going to go wide. He's going to go deep. He's ridden off. Nichols there. He's going to pick it. He's going to dump it down low again. Right on front to Hines. Hines going to take it off the blocker and over the net. Goes. As the Angels are there. Hines is going to get it. He's going to drop it low to Brant. Brant tries to center it. No one's there. It comes back to the point where Abbott keeps it in. Around the net they go. They try and hit the wing. It's off the stick of Brant. Zeltinger's able to keep it and push it down low. Someone's got to be there. Brant gains control in the corner. Toe drags it out in front. Chips it. No one's there. Hines back to the point. Zeltinger tries to take a shot to Nickel. Nickel tries to get it over to Brant. Brant's ridden on the boards, played with the stick, back to the point. Zeltinger's going to take it, tipped by Nickel. They got a delayed penalty, and the Angels are going down a man for haven't seen the signal yet. Elbowing. So it must have been a play along the boards. I didn't see it. On Brady. So you got an elbowing call. That puts the Stormhawks on the power play at 48.9 seconds to go in the first. Stormhawks trail 2-1. Push to the corner. Angels try to ring it around. McNabb is there. And the Angels are able to control and get it out to neutral zone. Dreyer's going to get it up to Nutter. Nutter's going to go low. Tries to get it through. He's driven down. Grabbed by McNabb. McNabb comes out off the pipe. Dreyer's going to let one fly. Oh, enough. It went through the 5-hole and off the pipe, I believe.
Assisted by number 91, Owen Vaughn, and number 8, Cameron.
As it comes through, see if they can set up this power play a little bit. Back to the point. Dreyer's high, and he loses it. Dreyer's got to make up some room as it's one-on-one. Comes through. Shot right on Webstead. It'll be a face-off inside the Stormhawks zone. That was close. 1.7 seconds remain in the first period. It'll be a quick face-off in which I believe Rotunda should just drill the guy. Shots on nets. Oh my God, I can't see that.
10 for us, 9 for them.
10 shots for us, 9 for them. Shots on goal registered on the app. So Rotunda's going to take the face off. He does a good job just tying up the stick. And after one, it is 2-1 in favor of the Angels over the Stormhawks. All right, second period. Stormhawks down 2-1. Rotunda's out there at center along with Olin and Blake Van. Controlled by the Stormhawks. They have 1:07 left on the power play. It's going to be dumped down low. And we're missing a wing. Still have the man advantage. Finally, it's controlled by Van. Banks up the boards. It's going to be held in by Tabrake. Tabrake's going to dump it low. Olin Van behind the net. Over to Blake Van. Back to the point. Shot right on. Tip. Just wide of the net. Off the boards. Tabrake's there to hold it in. Playing center field on the power play. Lindell has it. Over to Tabrake. Over to Van. Punt. Nice shot by Rotunda. Just missed. Hit him in the slot. He was right there. Lindell's there. Finally, the Angels are able to get a piece of it, chip it out, but not leave the zone. Played to the point. It's going to cross over to Lindell. Lindell's got it right in front. Down low it goes. Van still has it. Power play 3, 2, 1. Shot right there off Rotunda's shin guards. And the Angels are back full force. They got a guy in front. They're going to hit him right out front. And he's going to come in and put it. And I don't know why they didn't back up knowing that he came right out of the box. So right out of the box he came. And they were able to hit him, and he's able to beat Webstead on a nice move to the left with a backhand. And at 13:37, makes the power play seem a little sour. Face off center ice. The boards. Heinz played by, he gets it kicked from him. Oh, Brand has it. Round the net he goes. He's looking in the glove. No. Whatever. Face off to the blocker side of the goaltender. Face off controlled by the Angels. They dump it down low. Intercepted by Nickel. Nickel's going to get it to high to the point. Push to the side. Good opportunity again. Avon's going to bank it high off the boards. It's going to go down low. Brandt is there. Played to the other side. Heinz is going to skate over. Nichols there. They reverse back to Heinz. He still has control. He's looking. He takes a shot. God, it got through the goalie. It looked like it went wide. Played up high, and it's going to be pushed all the way down the ice, but it's going to be on Webstead. Played out in front. Thorpe has it. He's going to get it up. He's going to try and get it to Heinz to Brandt. It's behind. As the Angels skate, and they got to get off for a shift change here. Played by Avon. Side Fargo Angels zones. Nutter on the draw. Few good shots. Big goaltender for the Angels comparative to on behind Webstead. Off the boards to Nutter, out into the neutral zone. Can't quite control it. As the Angels come through, a shot. Blocker saved by Webstead into the corner. Chip it out, and it might be. Rotunda on the draw. Wins the draw deep. Lindell's going to ring it around to Van. Van's going to kick it out to the other Van. In the neutral zone it goes. Played by the defense, and they're going to push it off the boards. Olin Van chases, causes some issues. And it's it. Finally controlled by Blake Van. The Angels zone. Olin Van rides him off. Rotunda's there. Comes right to the slot. Angel. As they push it down into the right to break. Off the boards, off the official. Lindell has it, pinched along the boards. He's going to lose it. Picked up by Rotunda. He just pushes it down low. Blake Van takes the body. Comes through, out into the neutral zone. Brandt was offsides. They missed that one. 7:07. He was offsides, right?
I didn't notice him.
Oh. Trail by 1, 3-2 to the Fargo Angels. Clava on the behind hands at the net to Brandt. Brandt serves right out front to Nickel. Chipped high. And played in the neutral zone by Dreyer. Dreyer tries to get it out and off the stick of the Angel. Outside the zone, Clava's there along with Nutter and McNabb. Controlled and dumped down by Webstead. He's just going to cover it up. Face off is kicked from the zone. It's going to be picked up by Break. Break's going to skate it up. He's going to go wide, take the defense with him. Still controls. Finally, he's ridden off. Down low it goes. Go get it to the wing. Played off by Lindell. Behind the net it goes. And finally, Clava is able to give the puck, gets it to Nutter. Nutter's pushing it to center ice where McNabb has it. He can't control it, but it's picked up by Clava. Clava to McNabb. McNabb dumps it deep, and it rings the boards. McNabb's going to come right out of the corner with it. Takes it and puts it upper corner. Nice shot. Nice finish. After Clava got rubbed off the puck, McNabb was able to pick it up. And nice job by him to make the score 3-3 at 56.9 seconds left in the second period.
Chaska Chanhassen goal scored by number 12, Holden McNabb.
Face off.
By number 11, Wyatt Clava.
So the Angels come out. They come down, ridden outside. Puck is right in the slot. Nutter's got to get there. Finally, Nutter gets it. They try and bank it up. Excuse me, that's not Nutter. That's Van. They switched lines on me. Played by Abbott in the corner. It's pushed out front. Zeltinger's there. He's got Olin and Blake Van. Picked up by Blake Van. He's going to come through. He gets it across. Shot! Oh, he just missed the. Olin Van just pushed it wide. Great center by Blake. Over to Abbott. Abbott does a toe drag. Shot. Play it low. Back out to the point. Olin Van takes shot right there. Screened by Blake Van. Nice job. 9 seconds remain in the period. Good pressure by that line. Good opportunities. Keep the pressure. They're going to get one. 9 seconds. Draw inside the Angels zone. Face off. Won by the Angels. Push deep. Into the corner it goes. Angels try to move it out. And they're going to control it. So after 2 periods of play, it is 3-3. Start of the third period. Its score is 3-3. 15 minutes on the clock. See who comes out on top this period. Played into the zone. Abbott over to Zeltinger. Zeltinger gets it up to Nickel. Nickel gets it to Hines. Waiting for it, and the Angels dump it straight in. Picked up behind the net by Zeltinger. Stick handles it, gets it, loses it, over to Abbott. And the Angels come out of the corner with it. Finally, some body contact is what we're looking for. Picked up by Heinz. Heinz is going to take one, shoot it high off the glass. Rebound is there. Pushed high. It's going to be held in by Thorpe. Shot tipped and chipped into the netting, or short of the netting. Dreyer has it. Takes a shot. Rebound right there again. It's pushed out. As they come down, Dreyer has it. He's going to go far side. It's kept in. Played by Thorpe. Thorpe changes directions off the boards. Held in by the Angels. They still have a man. Ooh, takes a one-timer. Missed. And out into the neutral zone it goes. Angels not fielding the passes cleanly at this point. They're able to dump it in on Webstead. Webstead's going to cover it up. Didn't quite know what to do with it. 13:32 in the third. Score is 3-3. Face off inside the Stormhawk zone. Clava on the draw. Draw is, that referee's stopped more draws that I've seen. Nutter gets it, chips it out to McNabb. McNabb's going to go down one-on-one. He's got a tough angle. He still has the point. Clava's in front, tips it right there. I don't think he got the tip he was looking for, if he even got it. Secured by the goaltender. 13:13 to go. Quick shifts is what the Stormhawks are looking for, trying to drive them into the ground. Rotunda on the draw. Draw is pushed to the corner. Angels get it. They're going to ring it around. They're going to hit the point. Van comes over to pinch him off. Played off the official. On the boards, to break is there. To break one time, twice time on the boards. Van is there as well to help. No icing as it goes down behind the Angels. Blake Van was there. Kept in. Played along the boards. Angels go reverse directions. Drake keeps it in at the point. No need to pinch. But now it comes out into the neutral zone where it's going to be played by Lindell. Lindell to break to the slot. Lindell's going to get it. He misses the pass, so it's going to be no icing. It's going to be waved off. Olin Van chases. Olin Van's going to let him go. Let him go. Picked up by Heinz. Heinz tries to skate through. Center zone. Over to Nickel. Nickel has it in the corner. He's looking. He reverses directions. He still has it. And it's going to be played out, and it's going to be icing at 11:49. Van was working on a Brandt penalty in the corner there. Hines at the side, Zeltinger and Abbott at the point. Face off is Angel's going to push it behind the net. He's going to skate it up. He's going to try and take the guy out. He's going to Brandt's going to keep rubbing him off. Good job by him. Picked up by Nickel. Nickel's in there alone. Takes a shot. Oh, he missed the shot. Still on the target, but he fanned right up the gut. Nutter's there. McNabb's still going to get it. Oh, he pushes it. Nutter's there. McNabb's still going to get it. Oh, he pushes it out in front. No one's there. Angels try and skate through. Rubbed off by Nutter. Nutter controlled by Thorpe. Thorpe to Dreyer. Dreyer's going to go back to Nutter on the side. Nutter's going to try and get it up to Kleva. Oh, it was just behind. They were both looking behind. Over to Blake Van. It gets caught up on the rail. Blake Van's still there, but they're unable to clear it. And it's going to be played by Lindell from the corner. Break back along the boards. Olin Van's going to try and get a piece of it. DeBrake's going to get it. He's going to get DeBrake's going to get it. He's going to get it out as the Angels circle the net, but he's ridden off. Good job by Rotunda there. Out to the point it goes. Lindell's there. He's able to get to Lindell. Lindell's going to dump it down deep. And center it. He's not there. Contact made by the Stormhawks, and it's going to be icing. What are you talking about? No icing. Icing waved off. DeBrake going to get it. He's going to skate it up. Brandt's going to go down low. Brandt's going to get it. Battles down low. Along down. Brandt's going to fight for it. Played along the boards. And Zeltinger's there. He's going to skate behind the net. He gets ridden off. Where's his help? Nichols going to have it. He's going to push it up. Behind Brandt and Hines. And at 7:06, it'll be a face-off inside the Stormhawk zone. Webstead was screened, and it was a shot right from the high slot, and it beat far. And 4-3. It's going to be pushed out. They fanned on the pass. They're able to get it in the slot. Pushed over to Nutter. Nutter's going to flip it out. Clava's going to race for it. It's a one-on-one with Clava inside the slot. Makes a move, comes through, hits a backhand, looking for some help. He's going to dump deep, go for a switch. 1 minute left on the power play for the Angels. The Angels come through, intercepted at mid-ice by Lindell. Lindell's going to cut the zone where Zeltinger takes control. Olin Van has it. He fans on it, comes through. And Webstead covers up to get a face-off at 4:19. Right out in front, and it's tipped by a stick. Dangerous play. And they're going to call high stick. So it'll be a face-off inside the Angels zone at 3:47. Rotunda on the draw. 2 seconds on the power play. Rotunda wins the draw. It comes back as the Angels are just going to play dump and chase like they have the Evans there to add some. Face-off is controlled by the Stormhawks. Evans got a up to Nutter off his skate. And that was a huge delayed call. And they gave him a roughie. Chasing after his stick. Shot after the whistle. Minute 34, down by 1. And also killing him.
Adding 2 minutes for
dumping in deep. Minute in the game. Puck comes out to Nutter. Nutter's going to chip it out. But tries to get a piece of it, and it's dumped back down into the zone. Remaining in the game. Thorpe's going to skate behind the net. They got to go. He misses the pass, and it goes wide. No icing. They got to get a shift change here. Goalie is pulled, so it's 5 at this point, and that should. Coach Allen calls a timeout. Again, 35 seconds remaining, 4-3 in favor of the Angels. Five on five. Nickel out there with Nutter, out to the point. Break gets it. Played down low. Heinz is there, intercepted by Nickel in the slot. Nickel gets picked from him. Puck is still loose. Into the corner, 20 seconds going. Nutter played along the boards along with Nickel. 10 seconds remaining, played in the corner to Break. Break goes to pinch, and it's going to go down. And the Angels should be able to get the empty netter here as time expires. And the Angels take it over the Stormhawks 5-3 as the game ends. Again, there's 1 second on the clock. I don't know if they're going to drop it or not. But Stormhawks lose to the Fargo Angels 5-3. Disappointing loss. Face-off is done. Again, final score 5-3 in favor of the Angels over the Stormhawks.